And I'm so excited and with the learning that I hear from you guys, this is a great format too, of course, because you're giving so much opportunity for the quality to just not go through those knockouts. Clearly, Delhi Spartans there. Another flatted ball. This could be an opener, but the keeper once again narrows it down for the striker.
And that's exactly what I was talking about before the game. Delhi's attacking style going up against Millat's defense and that goalkeeper. He was lucky enough out there to make it out of that and to get a corner only. But that's exactly the quality that Delhi possessed, to turn those attacks quickly into goals. We saw that yesterday. Looking forward to many more today. There you go again.
What a beauty of the ball that was. Even the striker for a moment was surprised to see that coming onto his chest. Good part for Millat was that keeper. That keeper once again proving his point, making him look so large, not letting the striker number 10 to finish it so easily. And when you have the goal of that size, you cannot say it's a disadvantage to the keeper or it's an advantage to the striker. It's both ways. I think you have to bring your A game when you're a keeper, and you have to bring your A game when you're a striker. You see so many good chances being flipped out. They've not been converted. So clearly, this is the right size of goalpost that's required to play this kind of format. Amazing, amazing job done.
And also the size of this ground, man, it's so proportionately distributed, which takes away the advantage factor for either side. Because as the goal is at that big, we even have that big of a ground to distribute the play, and it obviously gives an advantage to each player to bring.
I second that thought when you say that about this guy. So many great players, when you ask them to officiate a game, they always shy about. But there's separate passion that you bring in when you want to take that initiative of a referee role. Not everybody has the courage to do it. This guy not just has the courage, but also to prove it in the way that he's done so far. Brilliant effort.
Delhi dispossessing the ball out there, and we have Millat quickly trying to counter off that, but they weren't able to do so. The ball just rolls out for Delhi throw.
A lot of direct play that you observe from a lot of teams, but then there is a different tactics altogether in the way Delhi is approaching this. They look a little offensive, but at the same time, they don't want to rush those ball inside. But they'll look at that for a ball once again, and that's what I think. The balls coming from the width of the field into that danger area is something that Millat FC should be measuring and watching. They always have that number 10 very close to the penalty, into the penalty box near the keeper. There is a chance for a long shoot, but then he decides to just chip it over to one of his colleague there. An attempt to switch play, didn't succeed. That's smart move. A lot of players do not understand to earn a free kick, because no matter how good you are as a player when it comes to talent and skill, you got to be using your mind to earn free kicks at the right time. And brilliantly done there by the striker, who knew that he was in his own half. They've already got their 3 defenders back. The best way to gain position of that ball and keep his team moving forward would be to earn a free kick for himself. Kelly looking very calm and composed, controlling the game with ball possession, using the goalkeeper to the best of their ability. Number 7. And that's the part of these high quality matches, right? When you have 2 great teams, there is a lot of respect that's been offered by the opponent when somebody has the position of that ball. At the same time, they know they need to be more compact when opponents having the ball in this kind of format specifically, because they don't have to travel a lot of distance. Another long ranger there. A great ball, but the keeper, and it happens. He almost collected that, and a little bit of doubt in his mind with that line over there. Miscues it, doesn't collect it well, and then gives a handball there, a free kick in a very dangerous area, Dwayne.
That's exactly what I was telling you all. I was so excited to see the Millat goalkeeper going up against these Delhi boys, because they're going to keep asking question after question. The only question is how long can you keep giving the answers to them and keep saving the Millat goal and keeping them away from far from the goal. So it's really going to be exciting to keep watching this, because you can be rest assured those balls are going to keep coming flying in. They're going to be shots taken. He's going to have a busy night, and this is just the beginning, and he already had 2 scares. Now we have a free kick on the top of the box. Let's see what Delhi can make of this.
You gotta be creative, you gotta be talking to each other, you gotta be finding ways on how I can break this shackle. How can I penetrate? How can I score this one? What is Delhi having in their mind? Flick! And a side netted there. Because he had a chance, he had the space, only to side net that. For a moment he thought it went in, but that isn't the fact.
Once again, that is just how crafty Delhi are with their play. It's just so beautiful to watch. Even yesterday night in Kolkata, I was telling you, they're putting so much pressure. They're playing such amazing football. Of course, they had a good defensive game, but the attack was so clinical and so beautiful to watch. Such beautiful goals scored by Delhi. So looking forward to some more of that football out here when they light up the pitch equally with their goals. There they go again.
Generally, whenever you see physically great structured individual as a personality, as a character, and then you tend to ask yourself, this guy won't be agile, this guy won't be quick. But then when you see the likes from Haryana and Delhi coming in and they performing the way they do, they put all of this myth to bed. Delhi enjoying a lot of position, and not just position, some good quality play there. Coming very close to scoring that opener with that header, only to have
अरे बॉल यार लखन
hitting the side net, and again they are earning the corner there. These are this initial phase of the game where Millat FC is still trying to figure out what kind of opponent they are facing.
It's been time and time again, Delhi's target man has been lurking behind the defense line, and they've been putting those perfect balls in that is finding those target man, and they've been really troubling the Millat defense right now. It's been at least 3 or 4 chances out there. But once again, a little bit confusion in the Millat box. Nearly had a confusion that would give Delhi the advantage. But now, here Delhi go again. Millat just keep it away from the corner. But that's exactly what I was talking about. Delhi right now, I mean, all over Millat. Millat have not tried to find the game as yet. They're in total control of this game right now. What can they make of it though?
You see the movements at the right pace. You don't seem to be in a rush. No matter, even if they are in the final third of the opponent, they seem to be having good composure of the ball. And now Millat relying on some counter attacks here. Flighted ball, a good change of a good switch, I would say, from the left flank to the right flank. Again dispossessed by Delhi, keeping the ball in position. Now that they've earned their position, they're going to be progressing forward slowly and steadily, trying to put that one killer of a ball into the danger area. They still got some people in that danger area of Millat FC. Millat FC, no rush whatsoever to commit people up front. And that is kind of pushing the guys from Delhi to still flutter the ball. Look at that for a ball, but the keeper once again, it's not going to be easy though. No matter how much position Delhi has, they got to figure it out. By now they would have figured it out. It's not going to be easy to beat this kind of keeper. And they also need to be careful about his long throws. and long distribution that the keeper has the ability from Millat FC.
Absolutely, man. Like, he's not only been so good in the previous game, he's not only good in the saves, his distribution was on point. He was finding the feet of his player or the chest or like, distributing perfectly to them in every play. He did laps in communication properly, and then he asked the players after that, you make those runs first time. That's what he expects from his players. And now, your Delhi go again. Will they be able to challenge Millat's defense one more time? But no, Millat intercepted and they tried looking to transition an attack, but it was a foul out there. Millat get the possession and they get a free kick.
And that's what Rayan is clarifying. The first attempt to block the ball, he let the advantage play, and then he realized the follow-up tackle was good enough for him to take a decision. A free kick in favor of Millat FC in their own half. We're gonna see some kind of change in the lineup as we approach, because not much happening for Millat FC. This could be an opening. Quickly taken on the turn, he wanted to hit, couldn't keep the ball on to target. As a result, a chance, 50 chance I would say. Is trying to make something out of nothing there. Delhi still composed, still progressing. Millat FC, everybody working as a team to defend this ball out. Another flighted ball, number 7 with the position. Plays it on the flank, but a back toss there. Wanted to cut it back, didn't succeed. When you don't have the offside rules, you tend to exploit the danger area as much as you can, making those run on the width and trying to use all nooks and corners of the ground. Delhi for now have been successful in using that handsomely for their team. A backhill attempt. Brilliant play, a through pass, a little too fast, little too far for that player making that run.
Millat FC yet to get in the groove, man, but I think they've not really found their footing right out there so far. Delhi really have been dominant out there. Millat yet not even challenging the keepers is another question. I mean, they still need to get their play in order and get those passes in right and create those chances which look threatening to the goal of the Delhi.
Here comes the danger man, Sunny, the striker, whose always approach has been to stay with that last man, not letting them dictate, the defender dictate the terms to his team. And that's what may be the change in tactic that Farhan Bhai would have thought to apply in this first half. Clearly, if Millat wants to make something out of this game, this kind of tactics would be a helpful thing to do. Sunny gives away a silent throw. And sometimes respecting the opponent too much can backfire.
Oh, that was nearly a mistake that will lead to a goal. That's the crazy thing about football. You can do everything right and just one mistake can make it worse. And that's another brilliant save by Millat's goalkeeper. Time and time again, being Mr. Reliable for Millat.
Great defending there by the LAFC, showing why they are such a composed side here in this tournament. A team to watch, definitely a team to watch. The kind of probabilities that they create every now and then that they have the ball. Right from the first minute, they put that ball in the danger area. What a ball that was. Look at that for an attempt. A little too far to double the keeper. Long and ball once again to that striker there, and Sunny is trying to put some kind of pressure to the defenders, something that was missing in the past, but now now with that approach, and that's the kind of tactic that tends to help you keep the ball away from your danger area. When you're putting that pressure in the opponent's half or in the opponent's danger in the independent box, trying to keep the defenders busy, they don't think of building it up from behind, and sometimes that works in your favor. Dispossessed, Delhi with a through pass, can succeed. Keegan regaining position, uses its skill, but gives it away uncharacteristically over there. Delhi still regaining position, number 9. Switching the play onto the right flank now. Ball, not much of a trouble to the goalkeeper of that caliber.
Once again, that's exactly the distribution that he possesses. And could just be the factor that Millat need to try to get that goal that they're really looking for.
And that's what he adds, right? As a striker, one part, as much as I know him, one part about this striker, his strength has been the way he uses his body. No matter what kind of defender comes in, the way he uses his body and earns a free kick. And when you do that in the opponent's half, you're not just taking your pressure away from your team members, you're also gonna put some pressure in the opponent's half, right? And that can sometimes changes the momentum of the game, where Delhi was dominating, almost dominating the initial part of this first half. Now they're struggling to keep the ball that much as much they have wanted to keep.
Absolutely, man. Clearly he proved that in the previous game as well against Bean Machine, and now he earns his important free kick. It's quite far out of the half line, but it does give them a chance to try and create something out of it. Didn't do well to put pressure, but still they have a throw-in to go.
Devrani Yaman.
The referee there taking his time, trying to converse with the line, trying to take a decision. It's not just VAR, right? It's also the officials on the sideline who's been helping out and trying to take some appropriate decisions here.
Absolutely, man. And they're been coached by the rest of the game, Rian himself. So of course that they will be highly educated about how to make the right decisions. They obviously are even trained by the Mumbai Sevens officials, so it's definitely a tough task at hand, but of course that is where we create the best of the best referees. And right there, another glimpse of what Millat FC was there, so what they could quickly do. They're slowly getting the groove. They're finally getting that groove that we were looking for from the experienced team of Millat from Mumbai, trying to put in Mumbai's name and giving it the respect that it truly deserves.
The key players in this game happens to be Keegan, Sunny and the keeper for Millat, clearly. And it is so critical for them to rise up to this occasion, because when you have the likes of Delhi Spartans coming against you, you got to ensure that you put your A game forward in order to compete, and not just compete, to get a positive result out of it. Brilliant effort. Received a fake shot there and then takes a shot with his left foot. Good part about Millat's defense, they know when to play a little compact. On that occasion, they read it very well. Keeper there, almost beaten, and fortunately for him, didn't dip in. Sunny now putting pressure on number 7. That was a close call against the run of play. Delhi FC, Delhi Spartans, my bad, coming close there for opening the score and putting something on the score sheet. Now on the counter, number 6 for Millat. little too fast for Sunny to control it. Ball goes out of play. A sideline throw. Out of the second half. Not unusual with that kind of start. Of late, we've seen a lot of teams doing that. Not just at this level, even at an international level. We see the start where you hit the ball outside the pitch towards the opponent's final third area. On the counter now. On the counter, and that's what we're talking about. Sunny with that wonderful goal. Look at that for a finish. And a tactic that worked wonders for Millat FC. In the later half, our first half has started giving fruits for Millat FC. What a brilliant finish that is with his left foot. The goalkeeper did try, but then only managed to get his fingertips. Couldn't keep the ball out of that net. 1-0 in favor of Millat FC. The positive sign right now for Delhi Spartan would be that it has come too early. There's a chance, but the keeper's there for the rescue of Millat FC. And there is hush and rush in the defensive area of Millat FC. What a start to the second half. One attack, one goal, 1-0, Millat FC. Number 7. Another counter. Another run. A little too far that one for Sunny. And that's why I consider him such a dangerous striker. Not much of a pace, but the way he uses his body and the finishing touch that he applies has given so much fruits over the years for his team. Millat FC being one of them. Number 7 on the counter now. And Delhi Spartans now will not just be asking for that goal, they will also be telling themselves, we still got this, because the part that they got to be positive about is they got ample amount of time in hand in the second half to make a comeback. On the other hand, Millat FC will have to keep measuring it, keep talking to each other, keep motivating their defensive line there to keep the ball away from the danger area. And the midfielder are going to play a crucial role as well. They'll need a lot of support, the defense line of Millat FC. Quickly taken, not to perfection though. And look at that pressure from those two forward lines. One in number 10 and the other one in number 8. And with a very cautious approach in the first half, counter-attacking role there by Millat FC has given them the lead that is what they were looking for. Keeper there, long ball, Sunny regaining position, but dispossessed, couldn't keep, wasn't a great touch. Ball in play. Ref allows the game to flow. Flapping ball, header there. Was there a push? That's what everybody was asking for. Because the ball's gone out, there is no questions asked further. It's a goal kick in favor of Millat FC. Good long ball in that danger area. Nicely taken flick. But then a little too high to trouble the keeper there. Sunny couldn't keep the ball in control now. Now on the counter is the Delhi Spartans. Final third just not happening for the Delhi Spartans. and they would want to ensure that they do some good coordination play in that final third of the opponent area, because a trailing by a goal to nil is something that is a management job for Millat FC now. Game management, tactics is going to be something that will be a top-notch thing to look at. We've got some two great games coming up, and of course some great names on paper there, and on the field as well. The kind of performance they showed in the previous game in the name of UFC. Sideline throw. Some feedback there from the referee to the defender as well as to the striker. It's getting a little physical up there in the defensive area of Millat FC. Good play there by Sunny. Nice play. Another chance, another goal. Look at that. And that's what we are talking about. 2-0 is the score. And Millat FC, with the kind of start they had to this game, one would wonder what happened to them. The way they are attacking now is clearly making life difficult for Delhi Spartans. 2-0 is the score. Brilliant play from Sunny with that back heel. And then a nice cross there by number 10. What a run from the center by the midfielder, giving no chance for the keeper there, making it 2-0 in favor of Millat FC. A lot of credit there to the technical staff as well, where that move on substitution happened in the first half. That changed the momentum. There is a chance, and there is the comeback on its way. 2-1. Finally, Delhi Spartans onto the score sheet. An effort onto the target, making a comeback. Second half in progress. And that's why the beauty of this game is we still got so much time in hand. Ball in play on the flank area. Flighted ball a little too far for that number 9 in the name of Keegan to control it. Soon after this game, we're gonna have Tarun FC playing a match against UFC. That's another cracker of a game to watch. While that comes along, here we've got a game in hand with Delhi Spartans trailing by a goal. 2-1 is the score in favor of Millat FC. Millat FC knows it. They cannot be complacent in their own half. They got to have a little bit of pressure when the ball comes into their half, because the way Delhi Spartans scored that goal in the second half gave a sense of some kind of complacency in the midfield area for Millat FC. They cannot be doing that if they wanna put this against the finishing line. Another shot. Clearly no chance for the keeper there when that shot was taken right from the edge of that box. Right from the center. What a goal there for Delhi Spartans. 2-1. Still working hard in search for the second one here. An equalizer that would be so near and dear to their heart. Another flighted ball. Some space available there. But the defender does well to put that away. Gives away a corner to the opponent. As long as the ball stays away from the penalty box, from the danger area, you will mind it. Some coordination required. The keeper, he only keeper, but brilliantly taken. And a fast approaching man coming from the second post, but at the same time the keeper does his job. possession momentum for Delhi Spartans. Another change in tactic, another change in the substitution. We got a man who's been very effective up front. When you have somebody who always tend to lurk around the danger area and the penalty box, you're keeping not just the keeper busy, but also the last man, the defender, the stopper. And that takes two men away out of the game completely. So, a tactic that time will tell us if that has worked in favor of Millat. For now, the keeper will take his time, line it up, measure it, and will want to put that ball up front. Head it away, Keegan to that man up front, dispossessed. Wanted to play up front, doesn't succeed, couldn't connect it. So a sideline throw will be in favor of Millat FC, who have no rush to take it after that lead that they were earned in this game. Good setup there for Delhi Spartans. Into the midfield area, they've got that position that they wanted. A through pass there, wanted to control, doesn't succeed. So the final third is just not happening. It happened for once and they scored out of it. And they want to do that a lot in order to ensure that they can make a comeback into this game. What a game again. I mean, what a score. Two brilliant goals from Millat FC, Dwayne, and then that brilliant.
Absolutely, man. It's a funny thing is that in the first half we were talking about how dominant Delhi was and how they were looking like the top team out there. But in the second half, clearly, kudos to the managers to make the changes and get the team right in the right mindset and get those two amazing goals, like one exquisite goals. And then they truly showed their chemistry and how long they've been playing with each other and understanding and the quality that we were talking about. We were so eagerly waiting for the quality of Millat to be highlighted as well. And they put Mumbai on the map once again and showed everyone the quality. But then I guess they had a little lapse of concentration out there when Delhi managed to capitalize and they're trying to find their way back in the game. And there Delhi go again, trying to get that equalizing goal. Can they manage to figure it out? Or will Millat manage to keep this lead or score another one and secure their spot in Mumbai Sevens?
After the lead of 2 goals, the slight complacency when they gave away that goal. Another one, another deflection, another goal! And that's what I'm talking about. That complacency, that lack of focus there in the defensive area is going to kill you. 2-2, what a comeback there by Delhi Spartans.
So Delhi with a right back out there, just showing them that even they have the quality and that chemistry to pull off a comeback. And they clearly did that with such elegance and such beauty. Now, here we are back again. Millat got 2 goals up, and now we are at 2-2. Delhi versus Millat definitely delivering a high quality game, a high quality stakes as well. And right there, Delhi trying to get the winner. Literally out of nothing, Delhi find a way to get the advantage in this game, and they are up now. It's 3 goals to 2 against Millat. This is where Millat's character and their quality and their team is going to be called upon. Can they find the way back? They were 2 goals up, and now they don't have the advantage anymore. It's Delhi who are up by 3 goals to 2, literally out of nothing. And that is what we're talking about all night long. That a lead doesn't really matter much in football and in Mumbai Sevens when you're playing against players of that level of quality. Now, right now, Delhi with the lead right now in their hands, but will they get complacent? Will they try to take advantage of that, or will Delhi keep putting up the pressure on Millat and not let them get any bit of display that is left right now in the second half?
And that's the part of the game when you score too early and when you know the opponent still has 90 minutes to play and there's enough time for any other team to come back. But that needs a sheer courageous character that Delhi has shown. What a great game this Delhi Spartan has shown against Millat FC. Trailing by 2 goals to nil, leading by 3-2. Another cross there, might have been a close call, but the keeper does his job well. Tactically, that move of changing what worked for them could have proved a little costlier for Millat FC. He's still in the game, looking for that equalizer. Keegan, the danger man, plays it on the flank. Sunny keeps position. Keegan using the keeper now. It's completely wide open now. 2 versus 2, and they need to go back to what they started with in the second half. They'll have to go back because 3-2, and we're almost approaching that crucial part of the second half where Delhi will now look at managing this game, getting their team over the crossing line. On the other hand, it's a foul because there's a pullback from behind. The Millat FC, on the other hand, would be looking out for an attack because they don't want to let go this game as yet. Another change in terms of some fresh legs coming in.
I just absolutely love to watch this intensity from Millat and from Delhi. This is exactly what the sort of intensity should be like when you're playing in a league like Mumbai Sevens with such top quality players. And just like that, it could just change. Millat right now looking to do the same. He's overhit out there, tried to find the target man, was unable to do so. Now, can Delhi seal this and find a final goal to get that level of insurance? Or can Millat pull up an upset?
We talk about game management. There's one example. He's taking his time. Referee had to rush him to take that throw. And if you observe, off late, we've seen the team that starts the half. When the mid start that happens, they tend to shoot the ball right at that corner area to ensure that the ball doesn't stay in their own half. Something that we saw with Delhi Spartan as well, beginning of the game. And now those are the kind of things that they would want to do, because if they get one more goal here, they're clearly going to have an upper hand. With that kind of space in the center, absolutely. He tried playing advantage, but then he saw that too much of crowd there from Millat FC. That's the complacency that I'm worried about from Millat FC. In the midfield area, the kind of compactness that's required sometimes happens to be missing. There was a warning signs from Delhi Spartan when they scored that first goal. And you see that happening again, and now all of a sudden it's 3-2.
And right now Delhi in a very good position with the free kick. You can never know, they can pull out something crafty once again, because you know how good they were with the long balls. The first half we got to see a lot of those, how they were playing them so well. Could they pull off something out here? Oh, that nearly deflected into the goal. Keeper had no vision of that ball. He was so lucky it didn't fall straight on him. And there, so close again, Delhi. Now Millat with the last few opportunities, with the last 9 minutes of the game, can they pull off something exquisite, something that they really need to still remain in this game, to fight, maybe for a penalty shootout.
Using their physical ability to the best possible manner is Delhi FC trying to keep that ball away to the area. And on the other hand, Sunny using his body very well to the striker. Another shot there, the keeper does well to put that away. And those are the kind of attempts that will keep Millat FC interested to make a comeback here. A corner. Way too hard, way too far. These are the kind of opportunities that they should make it count and use it to the best possible manner. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked so far for Millat FC. Brilliantly taken there by the striker. Plays it down the line. Look at the amount of space to this guy. Comes in. He's still in position. Still have the ball. Slows down. And Delhi Spartans enjoying so much of a position.
Goal!
For the left shooter. Clearly pulling up the midfield area of that Millat FC half, dominating that. They've clearly dominated that midfield area when it comes to the Millat FC half, and that had proved so costly for Millat FC. 4-2.
And even the last two goals were literally out of nothing. Delhi really showing the quality that I was talking about that they showed against Kolkata. So good in finishing off the ball. I hope the other teams are watching on, because these Delhi definitely are going to be a force to reckon with in a fight for the winning of the Mumbai Sevens. Here, Millat trying to fight again, because mind you, it's just 2 goals. You never know. If Millat can find a quick goal right now, they could probably still fight to get 2 more goals. You never know. Right now, Delhi
Pana.
are not giving them any chance to do so. There you go. Millat running down the left wing. Great skill. Oh, it's deflected off his own player. Unfortunate out there.
Delhi FC would be looking to slow down, but doesn't look like they want to slow down, because they are on a great momentum here. 2 back-to-back goals, making it 4-2. A fantastic start to the second half. Millat FC with those 2 goals up front. Looked like there is no way back for Delhi Spartan, but they had other ideas altogether. They showed tremendous resilience to show a comeback, not just scoring 1 but 4, making the scoreline 4-2 to their favor. The silent throw in favor of Sunny and his team. They got to score 1. They got to score 1 as soon as possible in order to make a comeback here. Played up front. Good body play there but it's a foul committed there by the defender. A foul from behind. It is going to be physical. There was no doubt about this game, because both the teams have that physical capability of using their body, specifically with Sani coming in, and then of course number 5 for Millat FC, the captain.
But one more time, there was just an unnecessary one. A bit too passionate out there, trying to keep it, because there was really not much that a guy could do. He probably took a touch and tried to turn it, which he could defend. It's so unnecessary. And once again, it's in such a dangerous position. It's a similar position in which Keegan scored the free kick in the previous game. The question is, can Keegan pull off the magic one more time and find that goal that Millat desperately need right now to find a way back into this game? Delhi have made their wall, the keeper trying to communicate and tell them how to play it up. Keegan getting ready for this free kick. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a wall. Keegan trying to play down the wing. Some good skill by Millat. Oh, it was such lovely play by Millat out there. You thought that they could have finished that one.
It's so difficult to earn a penalty like that when you know that you miscued a shot, and then there's a follow-up connect that happens from the defender. Nevertheless, it will be seen, and the referee there clearly making it clear to all the strikers and and the defenders as well. So we are watching it, and that's the beauty of art.
I mean, that's so hard to scrutinize because, as you said, it is obviously a missed kick, and they also did have the 50-50 chance, you know, where you can decide whether it was too hard or whether it, let's see right now, I can see that the referee is going there to review it, so you never know. You always know when the referee goes there to review it, it is pretty close. It could be the one that Millat were looking for, so you never know. But also at the same time, as you rightfully said, it was a missed kick. So it could just be some level of luck that Millat would need to turn this game into their favour. Everyone keenly looking on, pretty sure that Millat desperately looking on, and Delhi with a little bit of anxiety, because if this turns into a penalty, you never know what could happen.
Absolutely. There's still some discussions happening there. They've seen the VAR, they want to see it once again. It's not an easy decision, let me tell you. When you are in that shoes of a referee, you got to see it again and again and again to make it a point. 4-2, a goal now for Millat FC. It's a penalty. It's a penalty that they were looking for, and now it gets interesting because a goal now can somehow change the face of this game.
It absolutely does, man, because then it just makes the advantage just one goal. So Millat will have all the will and all the power then to fight back in this and try to find the fourth goal to be an equalizer, to go out to penalties. Now I think it's going to be Keegan who's going to take up the penalty. Looking forward. There he goes. A very, very important penalty for his team. Keegan really needs to finish it. Can he do it for his team?
And he scores 3-4 for Millat here. And I wonder how much time's left here for them to make a comeback. Clearly some sign of hope for Millat FC. They're rushing to get it started. They can't wait here. And they got to push more people up front. Keeper will ensure that the ball is kept in play because on the flank, number 8 Sunny keeps position to the captain. Keegan, little back touch there. Ball still in play. A corner is what they will earn for Millat FC.
And once again you can see the third goal giving a hope to Millat out there. They're fighting with all their might that they can to find that fourth goal. A quick corner for, oh man, once again so bad at the set pieces. They've all been hitting all their corners so hard. They not managed to find the head of the Millat strikers that they're trying to find. That was so crucial for them, but they don't make the most of it. And then it really will take their own sweet time to take that throw. But referee Rihanna is going to be all over it. And there goes the yellow card.
Crucial moment there. Corner, when you get it, you got to make it count. You got to make it count. And something that Millat FC struggled to do it. As a result, on the counter here now, they are giving away a corner. A corner in favor of Delhi Spartans. Dispossessed. There's going to be a lot of rush in that camp of Millat FC. Great run from the flank. Number 7 keeps the ball in play. And that marks the end of